DJ Quick Cook mourns murder of father. Family rejects gang-related suggestions. Dancehall artist Quick Cook is mourning the death of his father, Michael Lumley, who was shot and killed by unknown assailants in St. Mary on Monday night. Lumley was 61 years old. The man celebrated his birthday on Sunday and named kill him on Heroes Day, a grief-stricken Quick Cook told reporters. This tragic. Me did overseas and get the news and had the whole of my family shake up. My father is a real hero. Him dead the day after his birthday upon Heroes Day. He was a hero to me and my brothers and my sisters and the whole community. He was a loving and caring legend in his community. The elder Lumley passed away, leaving 6 children, 4 boys and 2 girls. He would die for his children. We were the apple of his eye. He was very clean, neat and organized. He was a very hard worker. You could call him a serial entrepreneur. He was a giver. He would give his last to make anyone he cared for, to make sure they're happy. I am just asking my fans and colleagues to pray for my family right now in this very dark time, Quick Cook added. The incident took place around 7:15 p.m. while the deceased was reportedly sitting in the yard. It is alleged that a silver Toyota Axio motor car stopped at the gate. 2 men alighted from the vehicle, entered the yard and approached Lumley. The gunman then reportedly opened fire, hitting him in his left shoulder before escaping in a waiting vehicle. Lumley was taken to the Anatomy Hospital where he was pronounced dead. No one else was injured in the attack. Meanwhile, Lumley's family is refuting reports that his murder was gang-related. In the wake of this devastating loss, we are disturbed by the false narrative that has been publicized and circulated by the authorities, claiming that his death was a result of gang-related activities and that he was visiting his girlfriend. Michael was killed in his home. This misinformation is not only deeply hurtful to our family, but also a grave injustice to the legacy of a man who spent his life fostering unity and peace, the family said in a release. We categorically refute these claims and call for a speedy, transparent, and thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding his murder. We believe that only the truth can honor the memory of a man who stood for integrity, justice, and the betterment of his community, the Lumley stated. The family added that Lumley was a man of peace, and it is only right that his death is investigated with the seriousness and diligence it deserves. Wholeness Feature reads, Meet Judge or Maker, declaration following Rockford mass killing. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has declared that the perpetrators of Monday evening shooting in Rockford, Kingston, which left 5 people dead and 2 injured, should be prepared to meet a judge or meet their maker. He first uttered the threat in August in response to the tragic Cherry Tree Lane mass shooting that left 8 people dead, including a 7-year-old boy. Holness made the comment during a visit to Pleasant View in Rockford on Tuesday. Holness stated that those responsible deserve no sympathy. There must be no regard or favor nor sympathy for these persons who organized that fatal shooting. They are criminals, and they should be seen in that way, and I have said before, when a similar incident occurred in Cherry Tree Lane in Clarendon, that we will pursue them, and the decision is theirs. Either they meet a judge or they meet their maker. I encourage them to meet a judge, Holness stated. One suspect in the shooting was killed Tuesday morning in an alleged confrontation with the police. The Prime Minister pointed to a challenge in communities where gangs have a stronghold as they seem to offer protection. He reasoned, however, that these gangs are undermining the security of the communities where they reside and will ultimately claim the lives of residents. The challenge that we always have in communities like these is that there are persons who claim that they lead the community, that they have some leadership role, and they ascribe to themselves the title done, and there is a battle for control for turf. For many communities, the residents see this as part of normal existence. There is someone who is claiming to protect the community. There is someone who you can go to for immediate assistance, Holness noted. He continued, I think more and more Jamaicans are realizing that these men who claim to want to protect the communities or call themselves elders or dads or whatever term they may use to describe themselves, they are nothing but criminals, low-lives people who only intend to undermine your security, and if you are allowed to do so, they will ultimately claim your life. They are of no value to the community, and it is about time that all members of these communities realize that these persons serve no purpose. That is good. The Prime Minister extended condolences to the families of those who perished in the brutal attack. Indicom probing fatal police shooting in Mayn. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is probing the fatal shooting of 3 men by the police during an alleged shootout in Mayn, Clarendon. The incident happened on Monday. The deceased men have been identified as 35-year-old Russian Lachman, 20-year-old Romain Ferguson, and 32-year-old Davian Bailey. The police report that a white Toyota Probox was signaled to stop and the driver disobeyed. A police chase ensued and there was an exchange of gunfire. It is alleged that the vehicle crashed and 5 men exited. 3 men were subsequently found suffering from gunshot injuries. They were transported to the Mayn Hospital, where they were pronounced dead. The shooting incident involved members of the Area Fugitive Apprehensive Team. A 9mm pistol was discovered. Indicom says the incident scene was examined, processed, and evidential material recovered as package. The bodies of the deceased men were photographed and sealed, pending post-mortem examinations. Initial accounts of the incident were provided by the concerned officers. The officers further reported that no body cameras were issued or worn during the incident. Meanwhile, Indicom team was notified and dispatched to the investigation the circumstance of the 2 separate fatal incidents in Butner Hill, Trelawney, and Rockford, Kingston. The responding teams are still conducting investigative processes and details are yet to be available. PNP calls for rethink on Negril Airport pushes for road upgrade. Junior opposition spokesman on transport, Adel March, is urging the government to rethink its Negril Airport proposal and instead focus on upgrading the road network, especially the route linking the resort town to Sandals International Airport in Montego Bay. Last week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said a new international airport will be built in the tourism hotspot in Westmoreland. Plans are well advanced for that, he stated. Negril is about 53 miles away from Sandals, one of the 2 international airports in Jamaica. But in a media statement Tuesday, Marsh argued that while it is important to expand Jamaica's tourism infrastructure, his People's National Party believes road improvements should take precedence over constructing a new airport. Many visitors to our beautiful island arrive at Sandals International Airport in Montego Bay, and it is essential to ensure that they can reach their destinations such as Negril safely and efficiently, he further stated. According to him, priority should be placed on road upgrades to improve safe and reliable accessibility for locals and tourists and avoid the high costs that will likely come with operation an international airport, among other things. Establishing a new international airport entertains enormous financial costs and extensive implementation timelines. Directing those resources towards upgrading existing and infrastructure is a more pragmatic approach that can yield greater results in improving transportation for both locals and visitors, he explained. March further expressed environmental concern about the construction of a new airport in Negril. Constructing a new airport also raises significant environmental concerns, particularly in Negril, which is renowned for its natural beauty, he added. The Airports Authority of Jamaica currently manages an airdrome in Negril. Last year, Transport Minister Darrell Voss announced that a consultant was hired to prepare a master plan to transform the airdrome into an international airport. That also will have a huge impact in relation to taking some of the pressure off of the MBJ Airport, Sandals International Airport, stated Voss. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.